DJ, you go crazy.
Yeah.
So with you, you know, obviously being the mom, and that's your baby, you know, can't nobody tell you nothing about your baby, right?
For sure.
But can you tell us, like, when were like the early stages where you were kind of like learning, like, okay, this girl, she might just be something else?
I want to say maybe at about age 12, I started seeing like a change. You know what I'm saying? Change in appearance, change in the group she was hanging with, change in the music she was listening to. You know, a lot of small changes, you know, but when she was, you know, dressed like a boy, you know, put on, you know, or whatever, or start messing with females, I was like, oh, okay, so you trying to go this route, you know what I'm saying? I ain't knock her, you know what I'm saying, for nothing she did. I ain't condone none of it neither. But if your child come to you and say, hey, I want to be this or that, you still gonna love that child. You know, you gonna try and guide them the right way, but you still gonna love them no matter what they turn out to be. You gonna love them regardless. That came from your womb. You know, that was cut from your core, so you gonna love that child regardless.
For sure.
Yeah.
So around 12, you say her appearance started changing, and that's like puberty, you know.
Yeah.
When
Yep.
preteen, you
Yep.
know, a lot of kids start to learn what they really like and what they into, their interests and hobbies.
Yep.
And at this time, Ki was dressing like a boy. She was, you know, obviously listening to, well, I'm gonna assume listening to a lot of gangster rap.
Yep.
Right. And somehow, some way, she became known as this female assassin, what the Chicago Sun-Times or somebody would call it, right? And major networks like A&E, you know, picked up a story, did a whole documentary on her.
Right.
So like I stated before, this name Ki became bigger than some of Chicago rappers, right? So for you, after you learned that, you know, this is who she becoming, can you tell us when did it kind of like spiral out of your control to where you was like, okay, you know?
I want to say it started spiraling at about 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it started at like 12. So, you know, I used to do stuff like try and get her locked up, take her down to Heart Grove mental institution, keep her for 30 days, you know, try and do stuff like that, you know. Then it kind of got to the point, because, you know, the system only can help you so much if they haven't actually done nothing. So kind of like at, say like 14, 15, it kind of started getting real rowdy type, like, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I let her go, but I just kind of stayed prayed up and kind of put it in the Lord's hand. But at the same time, she was a child that was coming home every night. So I would talk to her, you know, mention like, hey, this going on in the streets, this, that, and the other, you know. And when she got to about that age, I want to say like 15-ish or so, that's when she got that I don't give a fuck attitude.
Okay.
So before then, it was kind of like I care, you know, but like 14, 15, I think she took a couple hard L's, you know what I'm saying?
She lost
Lost a couple good friends, like brothers she grew up with.
Right.
And she kind of just like with that, she kind of was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more love. And, you know, she loved her family. But as far as being out there, it was like, I don't give a fuck. You know, it whatever happened. Like, and I used to be like, girl, I don't want to bury you. And, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and other. And so-and-so just got killed. And don't be, you know. But, you know, she had got it made up within herself. Like, that's it. I don't give a fuck. She had them couple L's she took kind of like 2-3 hard L's, you know what I'm saying, with losing a couple of the guys in the hood. And that really shook her. Like, it changed her to kind of turned her heart cold towards everything out there. So, you know, I can kind of understand with losing somebody close and you love, and you know what I'm saying? So when that happened, it was just like that put her in a mad state of just not giving a fuck about that street shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So when she, passed away a couple years after age 17, obviously this was a devastating moment in your life, but can you tell us how did it affect the whole family, like the rest of your kids, her siblings,
Yeah, like her twin, of course. He was devastated. You know what I'm saying? He was away at the time, but he did come to the funeral and stuff like that. But yeah, like her older brother, her twin, her older brother, it hit them pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? And then my younger siblings, it hit them hard as well. They understood, but they didn't really, what I'm saying? They just knew like she was gone, but like the older ones, they really understood. So it kind of affected them a lot, you know what I'm saying? It affected my whole entire family, like extended family, aunties, cousins, you know what I'm saying? Even my close friends who I went to grammar school with, high school with, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, ex-boyfriends, and, it affected a lot of people. A lot of people was, just like, damn, and then like I had a couple friends, you know what I'm saying, I used to be telling them like, my daughter, you know what I'm saying, they used, oh, it can't be that bad. And then when that happened, they was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was like that. I was like, I was trying to tell you that, you know what I'm saying, it was like that, But yeah, it affected a lot of people,
Yeah. DJ, you go crazy.